How many times have you found yourself on the brink of giving up, on the verge of abandoning a dream, a goal, or even yourself? There are moments in our journey, my dears, when the weight of the world seems to crush us, when the voice of doubt whispers, "Stop, it's not worth it." But what happens when, even in the face of exhaustion, something within you refuses to yield? What distinguishes the women who, against all odds, rise, redefine their limits, and never give up? I have seen this happen repeatedly, not just within the temple, but in the lives of extraordinary women around the world. The strength that propels them is not physical, it is a fortress built in the sanctuary of the mind. Today we will unveil not just the secrets, but the 8 essential habits of mentally strong women who never, ever give up. This is not merely a guide, it is a map to your unshakable resilience, to an inner power you might not even know you possess. The most significant battle we face is not external, with the world, with circumstances, with others' expectations. No, the most crucial battle happens within us. It is the fight against self-sabotage, paralyzing doubt, and the fear of failure. Many of us mistakenly believe that being strong means not feeling fear or pain. This is an illusion. True mental strength is not the absence of challenges, but the ability to confront them, to feel the fear, to acknowledge the pain, and yet choose to move forward. Think of nature, of the bamboo that bends with the wind, but does not break. It does not fight the storm, it adapts. So too must your mind be. To be unstoppable does not mean to be invulnerable, but to have the resilience to adapt, learn, and grow from every fall. These 8 habits I will share with you today are not quick fixes. They are pillars to build that unshakable fortress within you. They are the essence of self-mastery that I have been teaching for years. The foundation for a life where giving up is not an option. Let us now turn our attention to 2 powerful foundational habits. Firstly, the practice of mastering the art of inner silence. In a world saturated with noise, the clamor of social media, news, external demands, and worst of all, the incessant chatter of our own minds, finding stillness is a revolutionary act. Without this stillness, how can we hear the voice of our own wisdom, of our true purpose? How can we discern what is truly ours from what is imposed? Inner noise is the seed of giving up, of confusion, of mental fatigue that causes us to yield. Meditation and mindfulness are not mystical practices. They are powerful tools to train your mind. Imagine your mind as a lake. If it is constantly stirred by the wind of worries and distractions, you cannot see the bottom, clarity is lost. By stilling the surface, by observing your thoughts without judgment, you allow clarity to emerge. It is in this space of silence that true self-awareness blossoms, that you reconnect with who you truly are, not who the world tells you you should be. Science notably corroborates this. The research by Dr. Davidson, a renowned neuroscientist at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, has consistently demonstrated that the regular practice of mindfulness meditation can literally alter the structure and function of the brain. In studies initiated since the 2000s and widely reported in various scientific publications, he and his team observed an increase in activity in the prefrontal cortex, the brain area associated with rational decision-making, planning, and emotional control. Concurrently, they noted a decrease in the reactivity of the amygdala, which is the center for fear and the fight-or-flight response. This means you are not just relaxing when you meditate, you are reconfiguring your brain to be calmer, more focused, and more resilient in the face of stress. Secondly, we learn to embrace discomfort as a growth catalyst. Most of us flee from discomfort. We want the easy way, the instant solution, the absence of pain. But as we learn in the Shaolin traditions, the deepest growth, the true transformation, happens outside our comfort zone. It's like a muscle. It only gets stronger when it is challenged, when it feels the burn of effort. If you always seek the easy path, you become weak. If you always retreat from challenge, your capacity for overcoming atrophies. Think of a situation where you avoided something difficult, a necessary conversation, a new project, a new learning. What was the cost? Frustration, stagnation, the feeling that you are falling short of your potential. The mentally strong women do not like discomfort, but they accept it as an intrinsic part of the process of becoming stronger. They understand that discomfort is a sign that they are expanding, that they are growing. Start small. If something causes you slight discomfort, be it learning a new skill, starting an exercise routine, or having an honest conversation, do not flee. Take a deep breath. Take a step. Each time you embrace discomfort, you are not just overcoming an external obstacle, you are strengthening your mental fiber, building a resilience that will make giving up an increasingly foreign word in your vocabulary. Now, let's delve into two more powerful habits that forge an unshakable spirit. We must cultivate living by your unshakable purpose and understand the profound power of letting go. Think for a moment, what truly drives you? What is that deep, intrinsic why that makes you get up every morning, even when the world feels heavy? Mentally strong women are not just driven by external achievements or fleeting desires. They are anchored by a profound sense of purpose. This purpose acts as their inner compass, guiding their decisions, fueling their resilience, and providing clarity amidst chaos. Without a clear purpose, we often drift, swayed by external opinions, short-term gratifications, or the expectations of others. This lack of direction is a fertile ground for self-doubt and ultimately for giving up. When you know your why, when your actions are aligned with your deepest values and aspirations, setbacks become mere detours, not dead ends. Your purpose becomes your unwavering anchor in life's storms. In the Shaolin tradition, we understand that true strength comes from alignment. Alignment of mind, body, and spirit with a higher intention. This intention, this purpose, is not something you find out there, it's something you cultivate within. It's about knowing what you stand for, what truly matters to you, and then living that truth every single day, regardless of external circumstances. Take time to reflect what truly ignites your soul. What contribution do you want to make? When you clarify this, your ability to persevere becomes limitless. This brings us to our fourth habit, the profound power of letting go of what you cannot control. This might sound contradictory to never giving up, but it's actually its essential complement. So many of us exhaust our mental and emotional energy fighting battles that are not ours to win, trying to manipulate outcomes that are beyond our sphere of influence. This futile struggle is a major source of stress, anxiety, and ultimately burnout that leads to surrender. Mentally strong women understand a fundamental truth. There are things within your control, your effort, your attitude, your response, and there are things outside of it. Other people's actions, unforeseen events, the past. They learn to wisely distinguish between the two. Trying to control the uncontrollable is like trying to hold water in your hands. It's a draining and ultimately fruitless endeavor. It depletes your vital energy, energy that could be channeled into what can be changed. The wisdom of letting go is not about apathy or resignation. It's about liberation. It's about freeing up your mental space and emotional reserves to focus on what truly matters and where your efforts can make a difference. It's about accepting the flow of life, recognizing that some things are meant to unfold without your interference. Practice this by identifying one thing you're trying to control that is clearly outside your influence. Acknowledge it, breathe, and consciously release your grip on it. Feel the lightness that comes from surrendering to the natural order. This act of letting go is a testament to your inner strength, not a sign of weakness. Now let's explore two habits that often get overlooked in the pursuit of strength, yet are absolutely foundational for truly never giving up. These are about nurturing your inner world with kindness and recognizing your progress, no matter how small. Firstly, we must cultivate the gentle strength of self-compassion. Many believe that to be strong, you must be relentlessly hard on yourself, constantly pushing, constantly criticizing any perceived flaw or failure. This is a common misconception, and frankly, a recipe for burnout and eventual surrender. True strength, the kind that lasts, is built on a foundation of kindness towards oneself. When you face setbacks, when you make a mistake, or when you simply feel overwhelmed, how do you speak to yourself? Is it with harsh judgment, or with the same understanding and encouragement you would offer a dear friend? Self-compassion is not self-pity or an excuse for inaction. It is recognizing your own humanity, acknowledging that suffering, imperfection, and struggle are part of the shared human experience. It's about offering yourself warmth and understanding instead of criticism and harsh judgment when you're struggling. Imagine training a student. If you constantly beat them down for every mistake, they will eventually break. But if you guide them with firmness and understanding, they will learn and grow stronger. This inner dialogue, this inner coaching is crucial. It allows you to learn from your mistakes without being paralyzed by them, to pick yourself up with grace, and to keep moving forward. Embrace this gentle strength. It is a profound source of resilience. Think about it. We are often our own worst critic. That relentless inner voice can be more damaging than any external challenge. What if for just one day, you committed to speaking to yourself as you would speak to someone you deeply love and respect? Notice the profound shift in your energy, your mindset, and your ability to face challenges. This simple act of self-compassion can unlock reserves of strength you never knew you had, transforming your relationship with yourself and consequently with your journey. And hand in hand with self-compassion comes our sixth powerful habit, the momentum of celebrating small victory. In our fast-paced world, we are often conditioned to chase only the grand achievements, the massive milestones. We dismiss the small steps, the daily efforts, as insignificant. But this is a grave mistake, for it robs us of vital momentum and validation. Every journey, no matter how epic, is made up of countless small steps. Each tiny victory, each task completed, each moment of perseverance builds confidence and reinforces your belief in your own capabilities. Psychologically, recognizing and celebrating these small wins triggers the release of dopamine in your brain, the feel-good neurotransmitter, which motivates you to continue. This is the very foundation of sustained motivation, not just in the short term, but for the long haul. Did you stick to your morning routine today? That's a win. Did you have a difficult conversation you've been dreading? That's a win. Did you choose a healthy meal when you craved something unhealthy? That's a win. Don't wait for the mountain peak to acknowledge your climb. Take a moment genuinely to recognize and celebrate these small triumphs. They are the breadcrumbs of success that lead you to your ultimate destination. They are the proof that you are capable, that you are progressing, and that giving up is not an option. When you are accumulating such powerful evidence of your own strength. Now, let's explore two crucial habits that truly define the woman who never gives up: the ability to bounce back and the wisdom to choose her environment. Our seventh habit is the art of resilient rebounding. Many people misunderstand resilience. They think it's about not falling, but life guarantees falls, setbacks, and moments that knock the wind out of you. True resilience isn't about avoiding the fall, it's about how quickly and how strongly you rebound after it. It's about seeing every stumble not as a failure but as a crucial lesson, a necessary step on your path to mastery. Mentally strong women have cultivated a unique mindset. They view failures and setbacks not as evidence of their inadequacy, but as valuable data points, opportunities for growth. They don't dwell in self-pity or endless regret. Instead, they quickly analyze, learn, adjust, and then, with renewed determination, they rise again, often stronger than before. This isn't just about getting back up, it's about getting back up with a deeper understanding, a clearer strategy, and an even more fortified spirit. This perspective is beautifully echoed in the groundbreaking work on growth mindset by Dr. Carol Dweck, a distinguished psychologist from Stanford University. In her extensive research, which began in the 1980s and was popularized in her influential book, Mindset: The New Psychology of Success, Dr. Dweck demonstrates that individuals with a growth mindset believe their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Crucially for our discussion, she found that these individuals view challenges and failures not as fixed limitations of their intelligence or talent, but as powerful opportunities to learn and grow. This understanding is absolutely foundational for the resilient rebounding we're discussing, making it a cornerstone of mental strength. Mental safe, so when you face a challenge, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How can I adjust? How can I come back stronger? This shifts you from a victim mentality to one of empowerment and continuous evolution. Your setbacks don't define you. How you rebound from them does. Finally, we arrive at our eighth and equally vital habit: surrounding yourself with empowering energy. You are, to a significant degree, a reflection of your environment and the company you keep. The people you spend time with, the information you consume, the spaces you inhabit, all of these contribute to your mental and emotional landscape. Mentally strong women understand that their energy is precious. They consciously curate their inner circle, choosing to surround themselves with individuals who lift them up, challenge them positively, believe in their potential, and share a growth-oriented mindset. They know that negative influences, constant complaining, or those who drain their energy are insidious threats to their resilience. It's not about being exclusive, it's about being discerning. It's about protecting your mental space as fiercely as you protect your physical well-being. This also extends to the content you consume. Are you feeding your mind with inspiration, knowledge, and positivity? Or are you constantly exposed to negativity and cynicism? Remember, your mind is a garden. What you plant there and what you allow to grow around you will ultimately determine the harvest of your mental strength. Seek out mentors. Join communities of like-minded women. Engage with content that elevates your spirit. This powerful habit ensures that you are constantly nourished and supported in your journey, making giving up an almost impossible act. My dear friends, we have journeyed together through the 8 essential habits that distinguish women of unshakable mental strength, women who simply refuse to give up. We've explored the profound peace found in mastering inner silence, the liberating power of embracing discomfort as a growth catalyst, and the unwavering anchor of living by your unshakable purpose. We've understood the wisdom in letting go of what you cannot control, the gentle yet powerful resilience found in practicing self-compassion, and the vital momentum gained from celebrating small wins. And finally, we've learned the crucial art of resilient rebounding and the strategic importance of surrounding yourself with empowering energy. These are not mere concepts or fleeting ideas. These are ancient principles, deeply rooted in the wisdom of Shaolin, yet perfectly applicable to the modern challenges you face every single day. These are practices, not just theories. Just as a martial artist trains their body daily to achieve mastery, you must train your mind day after day to cultivate this inner fortress. It is a continuous journey, a beautiful dance of discipline and liberation, of effort and surrender. Remember, your mental strength is not defined by the absence of struggle, but by your response to it. It is forged in the fires of adversity, honed through consistent practice, and amplified by your unwavering commitment to yourself. You possess an innate power, a wellspring of resilience within you that is waiting to be unleashed. Do not underestimate yourself. Do not let the external world dictate your internal state. You have the capacity to choose to respond and to rise. Every single time. I recall a woman who came to the temple utterly broken by a series of personal and professional setbacks. She felt depleted, convinced she had nothing left to give. Her spirit was almost extinguished. But day by day she committed to just one of these habits. Initially it was simply finding moments of inner silence. Then she slowly began to embrace the discomfort of facing her fears. Over weeks, then months, I witnessed her transformation. It wasn't a sudden burst of energy. It was a quiet, steady, deliberate rebuilding. She began to stand taller, her eyes regained their spark, and her voice, once timid, became firm and clear. This woman, like you, held the blueprint for her own resilience all along. She just needed the tools and the commitment to build it. This path is not about perfection. It is about progress. It is about choosing courage over comfort, growth over stagnation, and ultimately choosing yourself every single day. When you embody these habits, giving up becomes a foreign concept. It's simply not in your nature anymore, because you will have built an internal system that propels you forward, no matter what. So my question to you as we conclude this profound exploration is this: now that you have unveiled the 8 habits of mentally strong women, which one will you begin to integrate into your life today? What is that single powerful step you are committed to taking right now to cultivate your unshakable inner fortress? The power is in your hands, in your mind, in your spirit. Don't let this knowledge remain just information. Transform it into action. Transform it into strength. Share your commitment in the comments below. Tell us what will be your first step. How will you apply these teachings in your daily life? Your commitment can inspire countless other women on their own journeys of transformation. Like this video, if it resonated with your soul, subscribe to continue receiving these profound insights and share it with other women who can benefit from building their own internal fortitude. Remember, the journey of mastery is lifelong, but with these habits you are not just walking, you are marching with purpose, with power, and with an unyielding spirit. You are unstoppable. Go forth and embody your strength.